And welcome to this episode of AuditionME, a show about actors, for actors, being interviewed by an actor. I'm your host, Stephen Bird, and I hope that this show brings you some insight into the world of acting, what we do, how we do it, where we came from, and where we're going to. Each actor profile will consist on an actor-to-actor interview with me, followed by a real on-camera audition. Maybe it'll inspire you to get into our business. But for now, prepare yourself for this episode of AuditionME. All right, hi. Welcome to AuditionME. I'm here with my wild and crazy friend, Paco Bernacci.
Me?
Yeah, it's you, man.
How you doing? Hey, what's going on?
He's a crazy guy. I tell you, we've
Steven,
had some crazy times together.
Yes, we have, and it's great to see you again,
It's
Steven.
good to see you too, man.
Why, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
You're nice.
Well, thank you so much.
So how you been, Steve?
I've been doing good. How about you? Busy man?
I've been fortunate enough to be busy, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like doing what?
Well, we do a little bit of acting here and there. And,
We do, yeah.
As you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have a little bit of fun, you know. We joke around a lot, and well, I can't say some things because of the nature of the show, but we just, no, I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
No, we're doing various different projects. As you know, recently there was a show, Breakout,
Right.
that aired recently.
Yeah.
And we have a new episode of Urban Legends coming out soon,
Oh, that's fantastic.
and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah. You were in a different episode of Breakout than I was,
Yes.
but we still had a great after party.
We did.
Didn't matter
It's all
what
about the rap
episode.
party, Stephen. It's all about the rap party.
Yes.
But we're not going to talk about that now.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Because
I think Metro knows enough about that.
we don't want to incriminate ourselves.
No, we don't.
No.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, as you're sort of referencing here with the way you're speaking to me,
Yes.
you speak 4 languages.
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah. If I speak 4 languages at the same time, it gets a little confusing
Yes, it
sometimes.
does, yeah.
And only the schizophrenic and multilingual can really, catch on. But yeah, Spanish, French, English, Italian.
That is something. I was years in the international transportation business, and I never had a chance to learn all the languages.
See,
so
and yet you were dealing internationally with businesses
Internationally, I was.
across the world, people.
That's right. I always
He's
had.
the man.
We all come from different backgrounds.
We do.
We do.
We
We
do.
all do.
We
And
do.
we all fall into this in different ways.
Yeah.
Was this always something you aspired to do, or is this something you fell into, or what happened
Fell
with
into, I guess.
Paquito or not?
Yes, Paquito. I think it was meant to happen this way. That's why things are the way they are. My father was from Spain, always an entertainer, and he started in acting many years ago before leaving Spain. But he, once he was acting, he got into music, and he studied music in Madrid and Barcelona. And then he formed his group. After they toured Europe, they went to South America, Central America, and North America. And when I was born here in Toronto, he said, pues aquí nos quedamos. ¿Por qué vamos a volver si ya tenemos nuestro hijo aquí? Well, which means, sorry, yeah, I guess I should explain that a little bit. When I was born here in Toronto, he says, yeah, we're gonna hang here. And
So you missed the whole touring thing, the whole world touring thing.
yeah. So I haven't quite traveled as extensively as he has, but yeah, thankfully he was an incredible guy. So I basically did it the reverse. I got into music, and then I got into this by mistake. Actually, yeah, it was weird. I started doing voice work. And boxing, ring announcing, and these types of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boxing where? Up at the casinos or something?
No. I started at Center Ring Boxing here in Toronto, and since then I've moved on to a few different boxing clubs, including Atlas, who everybody knows here in Toronto. And since then I did a radio show, an internet radio show back in 2007, called the Paco Hour, from 6 to 9 every Saturday night. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, the station wasn't able to get the funding that it needed, so you have to move on. But it was a lot of fun. And then one day I just was told you should go for this audition here because it's perfect for you, and if you don't, you're an idiot. And so
that's straightforward.
yeah. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go try this out, and I did it, and I was hooked right away.
Oh,
and
really?
It's been an incredible adventure. I've met some of the most incredible people in my life in this industry, and I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah. We all say that too. We meet so
Isn't
many
it? It's
wonderful
amazing.
folks, you know.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
really great.
absolutely.
And you didn't get the acting bug, like you were more or less told you should go to this audition, but you didn't get the acting bug from doing the ring announcing, the voiceover work, that sort of thing?
No. I didn't really, I was too shy. I was camera shy. I didn't want to be on camera. I never fantasized about it. I never really imagined it or thought about it. I wanted to avoid it at all costs, actually. I had no real interest. But once it happened, that first time, it's more addictive than coffee or cigarettes, people.
Yeah.
So, you know, public speaking is one of the greatest fears. And, you know, mine is heights personally, but, you know, I don't know, public speaking. What's the problem? Public speak. You gotta speak in public. Where you gonna speak? But, sorry. Again, the schizos understand me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just it. If you're used to public speaking, I mean, like you say, you were behind, not on camera, but I'm sure when you're ring announcing, you're surrounded by people anyway.
Yeah.
If you're the typical ring announcer, I was in boxing years ago too, so I know what it was like.
That was a lot easier, the ring announcing, than you would think, because it's live, and I was able to do that from the music days.
Sure.
Because once you perform in front of live people, you know, you're used to it.
Yeah.
And it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the camera is a little bit different. So
The thing is, when you're right, when you're performing live, like when you're a member of a group,
Absolutely.
You have the other people around you for support.
As Stephen Bird did, ladies and gentlemen. Did you tell them about your adventures as king?
No.
You people don't know who you got in front of you, okay? Bow to the king, bow to the king. What was it? Her Majesty's Secret
I
Service?
did.
No, that's a James Bond movie.
I did Medieval Times. for a
Medieval
while.
Times.
Yeah.
He did his own stunt work, rode the horses, did the whole deal. Incredible.
Yeah, but it is fun. It's amazing. You know, people make that transition from live theater or ring announcing or whatever.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you have that camera looking at you.
Yeah.
And
How do you like being looked at, man?
And
How do you like it?
just like this,
You know?
sometimes you can feel naked.
It's a little, yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're all.
No,
it's
okay,
all
thank-
good.
why,
It's
thank
all
you.
good. But it is a totally different experience, and I know I've in some of the classes I've taken, I've been with people that only have done stage, and it's amazing what their talent is.
Yes.
And then when the teacher or instructor says, "We're rolling," and they says,
Yeah, that's right.
And it's
that's right.
only a camera.
And they freeze, yes.
Yeah.
And that actually happened to me once, talking about auditions. That actually happened to me once. It was my very first opportunity at a union film.
Yeah.
And I made such a big deal out of it in my mind that I totally froze.
Yeah.
I totally froze. And I learned a lot from that experience.
"Oh yeah, we all have." I mean,
Yes.
I've gone in and been totally off book, and it's just like all of a sudden your mind goes blank.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
It's just like you're at a party. You've been talking to Bill all night, and all of a sudden, halfway through the party,
What's your name again? Yeah. Thank God I've known you for some time, Stephen. Otherwise, you know, you might have, you know, exactly.
yeah. Oh no, but
Deer in the headlights kind of look.
that's what happens. That's what happens. So you know, the one thing we can tell people is you can't get discouraged just because you freeze once or twice. It happens to the best of them.
No, absolutely, it
happens
does.
to the best of them.
Everybody that I've been blessed to meet in this industry have all got similar stories. So it's what you do with it, right?
Oh, that's
and
right.
what you either you grow or you go.
Yeah.
Huh? That's a good slogan, eh?
There
Grow
we go.
or you go. Get out of there.
I knew it'd be great having you on here, Pat.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Hey
honestly.
man,
Much
and
appreciated.
we're gonna move on to your audition piece in just a couple of minutes. Looking forward
okay.
to that. I don't know what to expect from
I
this guy.
have no idea what I'm going to do, so we're going to see. No, actually, if I can, I'm going to tell you about the audition piece for a second.
Sure,
It's a funny
sure.
story about that as well. The audition piece that I'm going to do is for a pilot that I'm waiting to hear about now, for a new 25 show called Mr. Almost. And they're shooting it in Burlington. And I went down there. It's on the CTS network, and then they're going to go to Global or something like that, I think. I don't know. But so Mr. Almost is the role that I went for. and it's called Mr. Almost. He is a self-centered, really kind of egotistical actor who never really made it, is still trying to make it, but in the meanwhile, he's trying to make ends meet, so he gets this teaching job.
Right.
And he has a couple of his favorite students that he loves to, you know, just egg on or have fun with or whatever. But the audition piece is about talking with one of his favorite students from the class who had a little problem with one of the other girls in the class. And that's all it is. I had to write my own piece, and I used the characters from there that I knew they had to do something a little bit different for the. I couldn't find the right monologue, you know, and that happens sometimes.
Sure,
so you got to write your own.
That's right.
Roll those dice, baby.
Right. Well, that's fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you do it, man.
All right.
All right.
Nice. Thanks.
That's great.
Thanks a lot.
If you would like to be featured on AuditionME or learn more about the show, you can go to our website, auditionme.ca. Get in touch with us on our website. We'd be more than happy to have you.
Listen, Lauren, can you just answer me one question? Why is it that every class you and Natasha are in together, I end up getting a headache and gastrointestinal upset? I mean, really, every class? You're better than that, Lauren. Don't let her get to you. If I was to let everybody get to me that I worked with in the past, I would have gone crazy years ago instead of when I started working here. Well, I remember when I was on the set of Paradise Lost. It was set in the jungles of Nicaragua, and I was the negotiator sent in to save these prisoners' lives. Excuse me, Lauren. Am I bothering you? Am I boring you? Thank you. So anyways, we were in between shoots, and I ended up going back to holding to have a coffee and a sandwich. And what happens? There's a peon extra sitting in my chair. Did I get upset, Lauren? Did I go over and attack this guy with verbal diarrhea? No. What I did was I cracked the joke, made him laugh so hard, his drink came up his nose, and he had to run off and barf, Lauren. Then I just slipped into my chair, no muss, no fuss, eating my sandwich, sipping my coffee, watching him barf. So learn the lesson, Lauren. Kill them with kindness. Now, excuse me, Natasha, I don't remember calling you in. You can go back in the hall and wait there until you're called. I'm quite sure I didn't. Thank you. So, have you got your lesson plan ready for tomorrow? All right, fine. You go and have a great class with Mr. Nickerson, and please try to have a better day tomorrow. All right, we'll see you then.